Hey guys, and welcome to day 10 of the 60-day Calisthenic Spartan Challenge. 60-day Spartan Calisthenic Challenge. All right guys, so today is going to be chest day, and our warm-up today is not going to be like the traditional warm-ups we've been doing. It is going to be straight up body squats. A little bit of a flashback to 2 days ago. That's all right. Get your body loosed up. Get some dynamic movements in there, especially if you've been sitting all day. All right. Doesn't have to be anything too fancy, just make sure your joints aren't all cramped. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is 15 body squats. And you are going to do this every time, even though it's our warm-up, it is going to be included in every set. So make sure you keep your torso up. I don't want none of this, all right, where you get an obvious arch in your back. I want you to keep your torso raised. Keeping the torso up is what helps you load into your glutes. Well, if you let it fall forward, that's what affects your lower back and it hurts you instead. All right, when you get to the top, make sure to drive the hips forward, making the buttocks go in. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 more, 12, 13. Remember guys, if you're feeling it in your knees, you're not loading the glutes, all right? So don't bend your knees, slide your butt back, and the knees will be forced to lower. 15. All right. Guys, you should only really need 1 bottle of water per set. I wouldn't really recommend any more than that because, well, first off, if you need more than that, you're dehydrated and you should have been drinking water all damn day before you got to this point. But ain't nothing we can do about that. So now, we're gonna do what's known as diamond push-ups. So you're gonna take your hands like this, all right, on the ground in front of you. So make sure your wrists are supporting the elbow or supporting the shoulder. And don't let the fingers touch. You'll have a tendency to want to do that, but it's just gonna hurt your fingers when you're pressing your palms into the ground because you're going to be pressing at an angle like this, all right? Because your hands are in front of you as opposed to being out to the sides, all right? So, a front view first, give you an idea what I mean. Drive your palms towards each other in the ground like you're making a triangle. All right, you're gonna do 10 of these. 5. And remember guys, if regular push-ups too hard for you, drop down to your knees. But do as many as you can regular before you drop down so you're not cheating yourself. All right, Spartan does not cheat himself because he knows that he's making himself and those he loves lose out on his full potential. As not only a Spartan, but as a man. It's 10 guys. And remember, when you're getting to the bottom of the movement, your hand should be pressing into the middle of your chest like this as you reach the ground. That is, as you noticed, here, I'll do it again. My feet are underneath me, or I'm not on my toes. I'm resting on the tops of my feet. Otherwise, you'll notice that your shoulder height over your wrist rotates, and it gives you an inconsistent push, and you don't want that. You want consistency. All right, guys? Now we're gonna do scissor kicks. Now, I had shown you these before, but I was mistaken in what they were. All right, I told you they were this. All right, so first off, make a little nook for your lower back if you need it. If you don't need it, don't do it. It's a regression. The progression from there is to not have anything under your lower back supporting you. All right, so if you need to, do it. All right, so I had told you scissor kicks were this. Those are flutter kicks, I apologize. It's not what those are. So the scissor kicks this time are going to be out. And notice I'm crossing them over each other. So you're keeping your heels from touching the ground while maintaining your heels at a low angle. And while your heels are maintaining this low angle, it puts the most strain on your lower abs, as opposed to doing this. This is much easier than holding them down here, as I'm sure you can tell. So, we're gonna do them from the lateral view now. And your hands, I mean, heck, you can go up into a boat hold if you want. Otherwise, you can just lay. All right, we're gonna do this for 30 seconds. 5. Keep your core tight while you're doing it. 10. All right, and that's when you'll feel the burn above your pelvis, below your belly button. 15. 20. Come on, guys, no big deal. 25. Keep that core tight, feel that burn. That's our new home, so go live in it. Make a chair, get comfortable in it. 30. Good stuff, guys, I'm proud of you. And we want to stay in that zone. Why, guys? Because that is where we get the most bang for our buck. So that when we're doing these movements, there's no wasted effort. Wasted effort's disgusting, and anyone that performs wasted effort should be ashamed of themselves. First and foremost, because it's not disciplined, all right? Spartans love discipline. Why do we love discipline? We love discipline because it makes us strong physically, mentally, and emotionally. Why do we love discipline? Because waiting gives us understanding. The prudence to wait gives us understanding and discernment. And then we can figure out the way that we should go instead of giving in to knee-jerk reactions. Because then we're just wild animals. And that is the least of what we are. All right, guys. Now we're going to get into some incline push-ups. All right, so remember, get our palms about shoulder width apart. All right, I'm on the tops of my feet. If this hurts, obviously, guys, don't do it. Don't do anything dumb. All right? And you could be on your toes. Just make sure you're on your tiptoes, like this. All right? Then we're going to drive our palms into the ground. In this case, the bench underneath us. To lower ourselves. We're doing 15 of these. 6, 7, 8, 9. Keep your elbows in. Drive those palms downward. 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, guys, and when you're doing it, your body shouldn't be traveling at an angle like this. You shouldn't be going towards the bench and then pushing away from it. you should be above the bench. Notice how my shoulders are above my wrists. I lower myself down towards my wrists and straight up. All right, getting an inflection diagonally is only cheating you. There we go, guys. Sorry about that. Let's get a better angle for you. All right, I'll do 5 more. Hell, I'll do 15 more just because I cheated you guys. If you'll notice, my feet are actually sliding back and forth. $15. Whew. I did a double set for you guys, man. Intense. All right, guys, make sure you get a sip. I'm in a park, so there's gonna be people flying by. Ain't nothing to be done about it. All right, guys, now calf raises. Now this time I want you guys to not use any support. All right, take it slow. Rebalance yourself if you have to. If you find yourself going off balance, adjust at the heel. Don't adjust the torso, adjust at the heel. We're doing 20 of these. 10, 11, 12, 17, 18, 19, 20. Switch it up. 3, 4, 5. It'll be easier if you keep your head up. You go where your eyes go, so if your head's pointing down at your feet, it's gonna throw you off balance. Because if you notice, I actually didn't notice this, even though obviously it makes sense. But look, I'm looking down at my feet. Look at what my body's doing. My center of gravity's craning forward. The tower's leaning instead of being above the base. It's leaning. So anything like that's not going to have very good balance. We can't build buildings like that, and humans are the same way. We're not going to have any structural integrity doing that. So it's better. 8, 10. Notice my foot just touched the ground, only momentarily, to readjust my balance. All right, if your balance fails on 1, do it again. So that's 12. I did 3 then, but 1 was a failure, so I corrected it. And there are no true failures, guys. Failures just signposts that lead to the way, that lead to the path. The path of understanding, the path of patience and discipline, the path of discernment and prudence that delivers us in the way. 17, 3 more, 3 more. Last one, easy. All right, not too easy. It's okay though. You guys wouldn't like me if I went easy on you. The disc golfers arrive once again. All right, guys. Now we're gonna do Cobra Push-Ups again. These ones, guys, remember, we start out making like an upside down V shape, like the roof of a house. And we lower our hands, drop our hips, and then push up by driving our wrists into the ground. Then we lower our weight on our palms, all right? So the force that our palms are producing, we reduce that force to go back towards the ground. Then we pop our hips up Again. Now reverse it. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to the starting to finish the 10th one. Okay? Why do we perform the whole exercise instead of giving up after we go the initial way? Because that would only be half a rep, and that's cheating. We do not cheat ourselves. One of the bases of the Spartan value system is integrity. And integrity means more than just honesty. Well, honesty is an important component and factor of integrity. The other aspect of integrity is being true to yourself. And you can only do that by being honest. You have to be aligned. Mind, heart, and body. That's what gives Spartans such great strength, because there is no momentary doubt, there is no momentary hesitation. They know what they want, they know what they need to do, and they go after it. Regardless of what obstacles impede the way, they have confidence that they can handle it because they've been training themselves. If you don't have confidence you can handle it, that means you haven't been training yourself. You haven't disciplined yourself to see yourself creating that success, to give you the confidence. All right, remember that. All right, now we're gonna do flutter kicks. Now, that's the kicks like this that I originally told you were scissor kicks, but they're not. So we amend that. Oh, don't forget your water, boys. All right, get nice and comfy. Kick your toes out to make it harder, all right? Keep those abs tight and shift your legs. All right, now from the lateral view. Yeah, whatever. It's a bunch of sticks and rocks underneath me and shit. Meh. What do we say to them? That's right. All right, increase the speed. 5. 10. In your nose, out your mouth. 15. You'll feel your abs burn in the same spot, but it targets different abs. 20. Because there's no lateral ab movement. There's only up and down. 25. 30. All right. Good stuff, boys. Now for the final exercise of chest day. Man, these damn pine needles. We're chock full of them. All right, so now take your sip, keep yourself hydrated. Because we love ourselves. We got some dude over here playing the Song of Storms from Zelda. And before Nintendo bitches at me, I don't own Zelda. But I'll sure as hell talk about it. All right, so now we're doing decline push-ups again. Get your toes up on the bench. Sure there's no rocks under your hands. All right, lower yourself. Push yourself off. We're doing 10 of these. Slow and controlled. Extend your feet out. Now they're playing Crazy Frog. 8, 9, 10. Oh. All right, guys. And with that, you should really be feeling it in the upper chest. So, and with the incline push-ups, you should be feeling it in the lower chest. And the proper activation of those muscles is making sure that you're not, shoulders not in front of your palm or behind your palm, but to be directly over as you're pushing up and down. So your arms are always traveling along the straight path, just as a barbell would be, because you have to be going against gravity doing a bench press. So your palms, your elbows, and your shoulders have to be going straight up and down in order to bear the weight properly. But your body, so everything that's not including the shoulder musculature and everything else, is at the incline to give you the proper gravity altering angle to elicit the proper chest activation. All right, guys, that's it for day 10. I'm proud of you guys. 2 more sets. Give me 2 more sets. Remember, guys, do the numbers that I give you, all right? If you can do more than that, do it. A little bit of pushing yourself does you good, and you'll be surprised at the results you get from just doing 1 or 2 extra push-ups or 1 or 2 extra repetitions in these sets. Especially because you'll notice that the first 60 to 70% of the exercise is not that strenuous, but the real strain comes from the last 30%, the last 3, 4, 5 reps. That's where the most destruction and growth happens. So if you can go an extra 1 or an extra 2 repetitions in that zone, remember, that's a zone we want to call home. All right, that's the hell zone that makes us strong, that forges us into the warriors that we want to be, into the manly men we want to be. So get comfortable in there, pull out a nice chair, sit that bitch down right in the middle of it, and get nice and comfortable in that zone and push yourself. Even just 1 additional rep pays you dividends beyond your imagination. And it gives you such confidence in yourself because you don't think you can do it, and then you do it. That shit's pretty awesome. God bless, guys. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.